starts spinning fast, I pause and take my stand. Coffee in hand, I lace up truth with heaven's battle plan. No fear, no doubt, I suit up strong, his armor fits just right. I'm walking tall, I'm prayed up now, I'm ready for the fight. Wrap me in truth, no lies allowed. I'll walk this road with my head unbowed. No fake disguise, no twisted words, just gospel truth, pure and undisturbed. Armor of God, my morning song, it is mine, I move along. Shield of faith and sword in hand, in his armor I firmly stand. Truth on my ways, peace on my feet, victory is mine, I won't retreat. Righteousness, my daily sheen. No shame, no guilt, no hidden stain. I wear your grace like a holy chain. Armor of God, my morning song, it is mine, I move along. Shield of faith and sword in hand, in his armor I firmly stand. Truth on the ways, peace on my feet, victory is mine, I won't retreat. Lace tight with peace I bring, good news echoes when I sing. I step with calm through storm and flame. Each stride I take, I lift your name. Armor of God, my morning song, it is mine, I move along. Shield of faith and sword in hand, in his armor I firmly stand. Truth on my ways, peace on my feet, victory's mine, I won't retreat. Salvation's crown, my holy God. Thoughts align with heaven's view. I see the world through what is true. Armor of God, my morning song, it is mine, I move along. Shield of faith and sword in hand, in his armor I firmly stand. Truth on my ways, peace on my feet, victory's mine, I won't retreat. Word in hand, I speak with fire, sharper than steel, it lifts me high. No weapon formed can take me down. I fight with faith, I wear the crown. Armor of God, my morning song, it is mine, I move along. Shield of faith and sword in hand, in his armor I firmly stand. Truth on my ways, peace on my feet, victory's mine, I won't retreat. So here I stand, the day begun, armored up till setting sun. With every breath I walk his way, in truth and love I face the day.
All right, good morning, everybody. Yeah, I got up this morning. I'm having coffee. I wasn't even planning on going live today. And I started reading news that's coming out of the United States and ending up all over Europe. I mean, it's, oh man, it's so bad. We know that all of MSM is corrupt. Okay, and they're putting out lies, mostly lies. Even Fox News, everybody still thinks Fox News is the greatest, right? But I'm going to highlight one of our beloved Huffington Post. This morning they put a post up, and it was grabbed by none other than Ukraine media, basically talking about, I don't know if I can even find it again on my phone. Maybe I can, but basically they're talking about how the war, they're calling it a war with Iran, has really dropped the morale of the troops, and they are having, they said that the amount of conscientious objectors that have refused to go to war has gone up 1,000%. I'm like, are you kidding me? Um, and they're saying that the war isn't going as good as what President Trump says is going on. But what was interesting is somebody else posted probably about 5 or 6 messages down, a newer message that Trump is apparently in peace talks with Iran, and he's going to halt the bombing for 5 days. So, anyway, I am going to see if I can share. Let me just bring this up first. I got to get the right screen up. I want to bring up, so first of all, if a let's see here. Here we go. This is Huffington Post. First off, on their title, if they're supposed to be such a reputable newspaper or journalist facility, then why are they putting New York Times as the main part of their title? Saying, well, the New York Times says this, so it must be true. And basically, they go through the whole article talking about how President Trump is lying about the war. Says the New York Times editorial board delivered a damning assessment of Donald Trump's false claims about the U.S.-Israeli war with Iran in a weekend opinion piece and warned how they could ultimately backfire on him. And it says, they quote, now, this is the guy that we're talking about, Lee Moran. Is it Lee Moron? I think Lee Moron. So Trump's stream of falsehoods about the conflict is nothing new, the board said. Lying is standard behavior for Mr. Trump, of course, it wrote, noting just some of his many falsehoods over the years. Trump made more than 30,000 misleading or untruthful claims during his first term. He didn't put any lies out there. They just couldn't back up and verify what he said was true. It came later, but they won't admit it. If you talk about future proofs past, or what do they call it? No, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The future proves it. Future proves past. So they say, yet lying about war is uniquely corrosive. See, they're quoting the Times on this, but they're putting it out there like they're the ones that are doing this. Okay. Now, it said the board acknowledged there's a reasonable debate to have about the wisdom of this war, which has so far killed 13 U.S. service members, given what it describes as Iran's murderous government and its threats to people at home and abroad. So they mix that little bit of truth in there, talking about, but they put it in quotes. Okay, they put the words in there, but it's how they write it and how they quote it. Okay, so they can't deny that Iran was a murderous government to begin with, and that they needed to be taken down, and they are. And it's for our part. When I say our part, I say the United States military. It's been precision strikes through and through. The United States has not, no matter, I don't care what any news agency is trying to say, the United States has not had an errant missile or anything that went off target and killed innocent civilians. Everything has been a precision military strike. On the other hand, there's been a few where they're saying that Israel had quite a bit of collateral damage, and there were videos that were put out on X yesterday showing a woman that was filming when Israel came through and dropped some bombs, and showing dead civilians on the streets and things like that. But we're also finding out too that Iran is shooting stuff at their own people. They're shooting missiles and drones at their own people. Okay, so I want to say something to the influencers out there. Okay, listen, guys, if you want to be a journalist, it's not about who's first. Okay, it's about who's right, and it's very important to put the right information out there. You can talk about it and you can surmise and say, well, I don't know. What do you think? We can think a lot of things, but we're not there, so we don't know. Okay. And to go start making stuff up and then turn around and say that the morale of the military is low, like they were trying to say that's why somebody started the ship on fire and took out 600 beds on a Navy ship just so they could get some time off. These are people that don't understand the military, or they're ex-military people that didn't last very long and they were kicked out for failure to adapt. And that's usually what they put for people that are pansy pussies. Um, let's take for example the guy, the pussy in Minnesota that tried playing tough guy against the ICE agents and got himself erased. He was an army guy. He touted, I was in the army. Oh, really? For how long? Not very long. He got kicked out. Okay, then they're even putting in here Trump and MAGA world have given various answers on various aspects of the war, such as what its actual objectives are, how long will it last, and more. I'm telling you, people, there is a lot more underneath the layers to what's going on, what happened in Venezuela, what's going on with Cuba, what's happening right now in Iran, and what's going to happen in Mexico. It's already happening in Mexico, but it's very hush hush quiet. So we're winning. If we weren't winning, the fake news wouldn't be coming out and spreading lies and bullshit for everybody. Okay? So you need to put your thinking caps on. Use a little bit of your brain, and instead of believing what you're told by mainstream media and the talking heads on your TV, go out and do a little bit of research. So I don't have a whole lot to say on that. Yesterday, I want to give you an update. When I was on my live stream, I was getting information in from Ukraine. Apparently, Russia is hitting what they're saying, that Russia is hitting the power plants and things like that. But there was this one place in particular, just on the in the industrial area of Kiev. They hit it with I don't know what kind of bomb it was. It was a fairly good sized bomb, but the explosion and the ensuing fire that they couldn't put out was pretty bad. And they were the news and the announcements were telling people to close their windows and seal their houses because of the smoke. Why would they be doing that? What was in the smoke? So there's been a few of these places that have been hit like that, and we've seen some of the same things going on. And the update on that report also includes that there have been a number of people in Ukraine, most notably around Kiev, Cherniv, Poltava, Kiev, a few other places where they've been getting hit, and supposed energy infrastructure has been being hit. Then I was being told that certain factions of the Ukraine military are hiding some of their war-making ability very close to or in civilian areas, so that way if civilians get hit, they can try to blame more stuff on Russia for war crimes. It was months ago when a train in Poltava got hit, and there were a few civilians that got hurt, but two of those cars, one was carrying weapons and explosives, and the other one had military people on it. The Russians knew about it. They had the good intel. They took it out. But they're using the Ukrainians are using civilian trains while civilians are on them to transport military infrastructure. Okay, now Ukraine is touting that they're doing so well in the war. There's no way Russia can win. We're going to beat them. Well, why is it that every day there are Ukrainian soldiers that are out on the front that are begging civilians to donate 20, 30, 40, 50 UAH Hivernias so they can take donations to buy a vehicle to get their wounded off the front and get them to medical help, or get resupplies for food and water and things like that coming in? Why isn't the military providing that? That's my question. And it's every single day on every single channel that I am on that pertains to Ukraine. And it tells me that if anybody's lying about a war that's being lost, it's Zelensky and his regime. And here's the other sad part. Some of these places that have been hit, that are hidden, like, just think of here in the United States, Las Vegas, the next door neighbor, they find out that they had bio plants or labs right next door. Okay, so these things are getting hit in Ukraine, and there's stuff getting released in the air, and people wonder why there are so many people getting sick from sinus infections, urinary tract infections, low heart rates. There's all different kinds of things that are coming out that we're finding out, and that was updated to me yesterday. Okay, so who's the fake news? The fake news are that they're not reporting the truth. They're not reporting anything. All they're doing is attacking Trump and MAGA. So my thoughts are for all of you out there, please use some discernment when you're looking at the news. Look at the source. Read the whole thing. Don't just read the headline. And find out. You can a lot of times find out where they get their information from. Most of them say, if they put in there that it's from an unknown source, the article is a 100% lie. You can't take it as truth. Now, in this case here with Huffington Post, where their source was the New York Times, go look and see where the New York Times get their stuff from. An unknown source. Okay, so that's all I got to say today. Be safe out there, people. Heads on a swivel. There is stuff still going on. I'm not saying nothing's going on. There's a lot going on, and it's not 100% safe. But don't lock yourself in your house, because it's not that bad yet. Just be aware of your surroundings. Put on your full armor of God. Go out there and live your life. Okay? And if you're not packing, you should be. And if you can't pack, be with someone who can. Peace out, people. We'll see you next time.
When morning breaks mistakes, they pass the page. Their words a trap, a scripted stage. Each line they write with practiced art to tear your truth and world apart. From hidden rooms where plans are laid, they craft each storm and false parade. The poison seeps through even news, while puppet masters light the fuse. Stand up, fight back, reclaim your side. Don't let them dim your inner light. Break every chain they've wrapped around. Your spirit won't stay underground. This war of minds, this battle cry, will shake their towers from the sky. Old Edward's tricks still rule the trade. Each fear and wish precisely made. They sell you pain in pretty shows, while programming which way it flows. Your blood runs hot, your thoughts run cold. The stories break and ratings fold. They split the world in black and white, while freedom fades into the night. Stand up, fight back, reclaim your sight. Don't let them dim your inner light. Break every chain they've wrapped around. Your spirit won't stay underground. This war of minds, this battle cry, will shake their towers from the sky. Every screen and printed sheet, the same old lies they still repeat. Their mockingbirds sing false refrains, while agents pull the mental chains. We dance their steps from sun to moon, or march into their twisted tune. But truth breaks through like morning rays when questions pierce their practiced haze. They track each step and thought you make, each choice you think you freely take. But power shifts when eyes grow clear and manufactured lies appear. So drop the script upon the ground, let freedom's voice ring true and sound. Your story's yours to write anew, with every word authentic, true. Stand tall, break free, reclaim your sight. Don't let them steal your sacred light. Tear down the walls they built around. Your spirit rises, freedom bound. This war of minds, this battle